Check, check. Check, check. Welcome. This is our first podcast. Coming to you live from Lake Houston. This is our location. Weekend location. We're here with Smokey Johnson today. He's up in the clubhouse getting ready. But basically, we just want to talk about some of the shit that's been going on, you know? We're out here, Lake Houston. So, basically, we're going to be talking about music, art, you know, things like that. I'm going to try and get a few different type people. Got some surgeons. I got a surgeon that I know. He lives in my building. I'm going to try and get him to come out. We're going to have different musicians, friends, artists, different things going on here. As you can see, it's a perfect location. We're going to be doing this once a week, every Sunday, maybe every Friday, maybe Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're starting it off today. It's Sunday, it's probably July 15th is what we're at, 2018. First broadcast. You can see the boats going by behind us. We're live, Roland's the first podcast, 2018. We're waiting for Smokey Johnson to come from the clubhouse. Come on out, Smokey. Come on out so we can ask you a few questions today and see where you're at with the whole universal existence that we've got going on. Basically, I just wanted to talk about a book that I've been writing. It's called The Universe Within. It's about, like say, inside of our bodies we have all the different cells and atoms and molecules and stuff. Well, think about the universe too. The universe has its same cells, atoms, molecules, and maybe there's a universe inside of us, like a universe within our body. That's what we're going to be talking about, things like that in the book. There's going to be 7 different chapters, basically starting off with the theory and the question in the beginning. What's it all about? What are we going to do with this and that and that and that? So far I have the first chapter written. It's going to be a process, but it only took me about an hour or two to write the first chapter, so we'll see how long it takes. So The Universe Within, look for that. I've got 4 other books that are going to be coming out. We'll talk about that later. Mainly we want to talk about just getting ideas out on this podcast, helping other artists get their ideas out, bringing to you a lot of the most beautiful sceneries that we can podcast from. So another thing that we're going to talk about next week, I know it's we're already jumping forward, but it's monatomic water, the gold in the water. I did a little bit of research on it, and I guess there's an arc that's going over us, and right now it's in Hawaii. Maybe it's even further by now, but we got to find out how to get some of this monatomic water. That's going to be on next week's podcast. And we're going to be talking about superheroes, which are future heroes, same thing. Anyone that wants to come out and join us, they're more than welcome. We're out here on the lake today, Lake Houston, right out here, 1960 area. We're waiting for Smokey Johnson to come on out and join the podcast. We've been writing a lot of songs lately, doing a lot of recording. A lot of people are anxious to see what's coming out. It's going to be out soon. Some stuff is underground out, but officially unofficial as much as possible. So there's a lot of people that have been talking about the podcast. It's been very interesting lately. We're getting everything started. This is the most minute form you're ever going to see. It's like total ghetto trash, but that's what's working for us today. I think it's the best equipment possible. We're blessed, so we are blessed to be able to bring this to you live. Come on out, Smokey. Let's have a little conversation. I've been doing some painting. Trying to write the books, doing some songs. I've been doing some yard work. Just formally came off a job as a dog walker. That was pretty exciting. We'll talk about that in one of the future podcasts. all the ins and outs. If any of you out there want to be a dog walker, I can tell you if it's good for you or not. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, but this being the first podcast, I didn't make any notes or any headlines or anything like that. We're just kind of letting it roll and seeing what we come up with. Some of the birds were supposed to land here around 3. They're a little bit distracted, I see. What about Joe Budden, though? He's got a good podcast. That's the guy that, him and Joe Rogan, I were watching those guys, and they got me wanting to do a podcast. So shout out to Joe Budden and Joe Rogan, my favorite 2 podcasters. On this podcast, though, we're not just going to talk about one subject. I mean, I know Joe Budden, they got the hip-hop thing, but they talk about a few other things. Joe Rogan talks about a lot of stuff, but not as much music stuff as I would like to see. So we're going to try and cover more music stuff, more creative stuff, some stuff that you guys will be interested in. And if you want to put the comments in there, diss us, tell us we're fucking stupid and this and that. That way we'll know how to improve. We won't know how to improve unless you tell us what we're doing that's wrong. We just want to be your best broadcasters so that you will tune in and watch us religiously. Waves are the thing that are going on right now, whether it's sound waves or ocean waves, lake waves, mental waves, bird waves. You can see the waves in the air sometimes if you look hard enough. Sometimes you can feel them. Sometimes you can just see them. You know, I can see this bird is flying above. It's got like a wave around it. And like the sun, the way it's beaming, I know you can't see it, but looks like there's waves around it. So sound waves, we're going to talk about waves of the water. We're going to talk about boat waves. We're going to talk about anything that you can imagine. The first thing we're going to talk about, though, today is basically where we've come from in the last 20 years. About 20, 23 years ago, getting out of high school, who knows what you're going to do. We were mowing yards, playing our music, and, you know, life and times. Life goes by, times go by, and somehow you end up back where you were. Maybe you were in the same place the whole time. You know, maybe you'll always be in that place, but we're blessed to be in this space at this moment in time. And I'm blessed to be here. I'm happy to be here. You know, this is a beautiful location we have. It's certainly a blessing. Everybody in this atmosphere and this surroundings usually in a pretty good mood. Whereas you go into the city, it's about 45 minutes away. It gets a little bit hostile there, a little bit chaotic. But for the most part, everyone around here is truly blessed, truly pleased with what's going on. And again, like I said, if you want to make comments, you could tell us in your comments what we're doing wrong. That way we'll know what to improve, so next time you'll be more satisfied with our podcast. But this being the first podcast, we haven't made any headlines or notes or anything. Here's Smokey Johnson. I told you guys he was in the back room getting ready. This being the first podcast, we really didn't come up with too much, so we're just kind of freestyling it, and we're happy you guys are watching. You got the guitar. How you doing today, man?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
Good to see you. So you were in the back room getting ready, and now you're out here. We're on Lake Houston. We're rolling live. Go ahead and tell them what your objective is. Smokey Johnson here. He's a musician, artist, got a production system going now.
Hell yeah.
We got some artists we're going to be bringing out and stuff.
Hopefully we'll get a guest appearance from Shane Porter today.
Be jamming. Out here on Lake Houston.
Summer just bailed out on us.
18th, 2018. I'm still here, bro. You just can't see me.
I didn't know he was going to throw me in the mix that quick.
That's how we do it, man. You'll be streaming that shit, you know. But the good Lord's always going to guide you in the right direction. Picking that guitar, dude. The old Tynechester days out there. Remember those tiki torches and the neighborhood kids that would come around? Everybody acting like it was a scene.
We're going to text Summer and remind them to bring me a beer. Oh shit, those are all his phones right there, huh?
Bud Light.
Well, we shall see.
Bud Light. Bud Light. Subliminal advertisement.
Call in our service out here.
Houston Astros. We got Bob Marley. Smokey Johnson on the water. Blessed to be here with y'all today. It's a blue skies. A lot of people out there in their boats today. The family. Inner tubing and wakeboarding and all that good stuff. That's a popular sport here in Texas on the lake. Summertime. Lake Livingston's a great spot that we go to sometimes too. We might do a podcast out there coming up soon. We're also going to be doing some podcasts down in Galveston.
Trying to get Kelsey to order a beer from inside.
Oh, okay, cool.
And have them bring it to us. The service here is horrible.
Well, sometimes, you know, you get what you get.
Oh, you're good. I was going to call you, and then I looked up and realized that you have a bunch of phones laying over there.
Right?
And most likely one of them is yours.
It's all good, bro.
All right. Well.
Yeah, hopefully in the next couple weeks we can have a few different type guests come out and visit us. We're going to try and get some people that are in different professions to come out so we can learn some things about things we don't know about. We've got Shane Porter that might be coming out in the next week or two. Hopefully we can get him in here. He's busy right now. He's getting his album ready to be released, and he's doing some shows out there and putting the good word out. Okay, and we're back. We're back reporting live.